so today's story starts with Jesus at Peter's mother-in-law's house. And Jesus heals not only Peter's mother-in-law, but many other people who live in the same village. And those people think that Jesus is going to stay with them for a while. But Jesus knows how to work out what to do next. He goes to a quiet place and he prays. While he's praying, he gets the idea or the instruction that he should go to preach and heal in other villages. So that's what Jesus does. He takes his disciples and they go away from the place where they've just done amazing things to do more amazing things in the next place. Now we're going to think about the place that we live today in our craft and think about how we can do great things for God there. So Beth.
So step 1, draw in colour a map of your local area.
Now I thought there's a couple of ways you could do this, and I've done the first one for you already. This is a kind of tube style map of where I live, and you might want to draw a map like this. But I'm also going to draw another style of map, more of a pirate treasure map. And you can choose what kind of map you want to draw at home. Now, because we're going to tea stain this, we don't want to use felt tip pens, so colouring pencils or wax crayons are better. So I'm just going to have a quick go at drawing my local area.
Ooh. Are you drawing Abington Park then?
I'm drawing Abington Park because that's near where we live.
Yep.
Yeah.
See it from our house, in fact.
You can. So, this map doesn't need to be perfect, but the idea about it is it maybe has places on that are special to you, and places that are near you that you could pray about this week. So I can put the local school on my map, and I can put the park where me, my family and so many other families spend so much time at the moment, and other places. So here's my very roughed out map. Now I think it's right to put a bit of colour on this. So the park has a big pond in the middle and a little pond over here.
The green and black lake, as we used to call them.
And a bit of a woody area in the middle. And then it's quite green after that, so I'm going to colour the rest of this just nice and quickly. Obviously you can spend more time colouring your map.
Then are you doing the little park on there as well?
The little park's this side. So I should probably draw a little bandstand in the middle, shouldn't I?
Oh,
and
yes.
a little
amount of times I've stood on that and danced and it's been embarrassing, but it's fine.
cafe and the museum. And the rest of it again is
green.
It's pretty much green, isn't it?
Cool.
So down here is the rugby ground, so that's a bit green. And then I could think about places I could pray about. We've got a school down here, when my children went to primary school, and another school here.
Is that NSB?
Yes. And
Cool.
then you might label places where your friends live and things like that too. But when you've finished colouring and drawing your map, you need to go on to step 2.
Right. Dip the tea bag in hot water and rub it gently across your map. Then carefully tear off the edges of your map.
So we're going to make this map looks very new and futuristic. This map looks a bit older. So we're going to age it,
This
make
bit's
it
magic now, I'd say.
look like old paper. So if you dip the tea bag in, don't make it too wet. And then as you rub over the paper, it begins to look like the kind of old paper you might find in a very old book in the library or something like that. Okay. And then if you want to make your map look even more older and distressed, this is where the second part of step 2 comes in. If you kind of tear the edges, make them look a
Careful,
bit...
don't rip it in half.
No, only the edges. Can you see where I'm putting my finger? I'm putting my finger on this side so that I will make sure that the rip doesn't go past my finger, so it doesn't go onto the map.
Looks good.
Okay.
Looks like the kind of thing behind a piece of work I'd do.
Well, hopefully this looks like maybe some kind of hidden treasure map, because actually in my local area, there's lots of treasure. There's lots of people who are very special who we could be praying about this week. And there might be lots of people in my local area who could do with some prayer this week, even if they don't know it. So we'll just do the last side.
That looks good.
Okay. So, here we go. This is it. This is this week's craft. Now, what would be really nice if you could put your map, whichever style you choose to complete, somewhere where you walk past it a lot, whether it's on your fridge or in your bedroom or even on your toilet door. And then when you pass it, you can stop and you can think and you can pray. Jesus went to the places that he felt guided to. What jobs are you going to feel guided to do for God this week?